In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Nineteen 159, 2019 191, State of Arkansas versus Tanner Crook. Mr. Crook, your attorney, Mr. Shield, was present here in the courtroom. He had another commitment, so I authorized him to leave. Your matter has been transferred from the Division 3 docket of Judge Putman to the Division 4 docket, which is my docket. What we're doing at this point is setting this matter down for trial in 2020. And I'm going to put it on I'm putting the matter down for you to reappear on February 7th in front of in my courtroom. I'm just checking out right now on a trial date. Hoping we'll have it. In any case, we'll be issuing an order today that will set this matter for trial in February and set you down for reappearance on February 7th. All right? You may be excused at this time. 2019-48, State of Arkansas versus William Alvis.
Judge, Mr. Alvis is waiting on the report from his forensic evaluation. It has been conducted October the 11th, and we've been in contact with the examiner, and they requested a few more items that we've provided, so we anticipate that she'll get a report. Was there any time frame given? I think they were looking for the report to be after the first of the year, but.
All right. I want this moving forward as promptly as possible. I'll set it down for a reappearance on January 17th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may be excused, sir. 2019-379, State of Arkansas versus Bradley Campbell.
This one read for 19. Here's reappearances for 20.
This is yeah, I've got the others, I think.
Hey, I think we can probably
All right, thank you.
He's got a new charge of possession. We've got revocation hearing. He was doing Hummingbird House. They want him to complete some program like that and allow him to do probation.
Okay. Judge, if we could have Mr. Campbell transferred, I think we've got potentially disposition in his case.
Is this a new file, isn't it?
Judge, he's got a revocation, 1858, to companion with this 379 matter.
Right.
We had 379 transferred to Division 4 to track with the revocation, but speaking to the prosecution, I think there's an agreeable disposition that was potentially he was working on before the new charges came up, so.
All right, I'm going to direct that Mr. Campbell be brought over for the afternoon session of court. Mr. Campbell, at this time, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
2019-18, State of Arkansas versus George Davis.
Judge, there's no action to be taken here. He has a pending forensic in this case.
Okay. Mr. Davis, you have a pending evaluation. We're still, I understand you have an appointment set
And it's for
in December.
Yes.
And so at this time, you may be excused.
All right, thanks.
2018-342, State of Arkansas versus Anthony Hawk Gardner.
Your Honor, Mr. Kendrick, you want to set a reappearance date? The next
I don't-
is jury trial, February 10th. Today was his final hearing.
Judge, if he's February 10th to January 17th, would be sufficient for us.
Well, let's just put him down. Let's put him down to reappear on January 17th.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I get a motion?
All right, let's see. This is down for a revocation hearing today. Are
Judge,
we going to have a hearing?
Judge, we will not. We were just appointed in this matter.
I believe this is, I thought this was our first appearance. Oh, he must have appeared last week.
Well, let's see.
It's the first appearance in front of Division 4.
Yes, he appeared in front of Judge Putman last week and was set over for today. But there was no arraignment, so let's go back and make sure he understands what he's charged with.
Would you?
So we can either call him in January.
Mr. Hawk Gardner, you are before the court on a petition to revoke. That petition to revoke was filed October 22nd, 2019. It alleges as violations of the
He'll get out.
rules of probation. You tested positive for amphetamines and alcohol. There's also a failure to report indicated, both of these in September of 2019. And finally, at a home visit conducted October 10th, it was discovered that you no longer lived at the address you had provided to ACC, and at that point your whereabouts were unknown to ACC, who's responsible for supervising you. That's the basis for the revocation petition in your case. On the allegations contained in the petition, how do you now plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
Court notes a plea of not true. This matter will be set for
Is defense waiving the 60 days?
No, Your Honor.
Oh.
We will not. We can have him brought over today.
Okay, then let's have a hearing this afternoon. Okay. We'll bring you over for the afternoon session.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Hi, I'm Tara Wilmot, and as a Health Mart pharmacist, I have a crucial commitment to our community because just like you, I support our community. All Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned, just like our Health Mart here in Harrison. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Fall is the time to worm your cattle, and a simple, easy way is by feeding them Safeguard Cubes to control internal parasites. No stress on your herd, and convenient and safe. And with calving season just around the corner, Quality Feed Grains has all the supplies you need, including milk replacer, bottles, electrolytes, and much more. Quality Feed Grains, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison. Fall is here, and Harness Boots and Shoes has the most popular brands and styles of footwear available. You'll find a huge selection of Western boots for men, women, and children, including brands such as Tony Lama, Dan Post, Double H, Ariat, Justin, and Twisted X. Looking for a good quality insulated or work boot? Try on a pair of Irish Setter, Rocky, Danner, Red Wing, or Georgia boots. And to keep your feet dry on rainy days, try on a pair of waterproof boots from Rocky or Dry Shot. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
2019-116, 2019-407, State of Arkansas versus Michael Hutton.
Judge, this is set for review today. There's no action to be taken.
Just wait a minute.
In 19-116, I think we have a revocation.
You do.
If there's any way possible, I'd like to come over and come down and play this out, because I'm ready to get back into a program where I needed to be. And, the other discharged from the other one for personal reasons and the conflict that was happening, and I'm just ready to play this out and get back to where I need to be, get some help.
What program are you referring to, sir?
I've contacted the Humble Arts.
I see.
Judge, that's not currently an offer in this case.
Understand. And what is it you're requesting?
I'm requesting that I'm just, that way I can get to the program instead of sitting in jail and just, I'm doing nothing. I want to go, I need help. And
Reason lower his bond or something?
just,
No, okay. His bond's
I mean, I've already been told that Humble Hearts, they would accept me, he would accept me, just wherever I, from here, I want to go to, straight to a program.
Well, my problem with that request is that one of the allegations in your violation from ACC is that you left Care Center Ministries and did not report to your officer.
It was shortly after I left there, I got the charges and I'm back in the jail again. I was going to go down there as probation officer because I ain't got appointed to a probation officer yet. And that's one of my things. Whenever I do get out of here, I need to go take care of that first, plus go to a program. If they've got one that's more feasible, then I'll take that. We're doing an evaluation on me. What's that? Mr. Russell. See what he recommends.
Well, you know, what you're doing is you're facing criminal charges at this point, and
Yes, sir.
the court's going to the court is very interested in you getting whatever help you can get, but not at,
Yes, sir.
you know, we've got a trial docket to run, and unless you work out some kind of trial schedule with, some kind of treatment program through your attorney. Have you talked to your attorney at all?
Judge, we were just appointed in this matter.
Okay.
And Judge, I briefly spoke with the state, but I don't believe a bond out to treatment facility is an option at this point.
Well, that's sort of what I was seeing in what's happened in the past. So,
And Judge, he also needs to apply in the revocation case. We do not represent him there.
all right, you need to make an application, fill out another application for the Public Defender's Office so that we can get you, them appointed to represent you in your revocation case. I'm going to set the matter,
Judge, his arrest and the revocation was November 2nd.
it's November 2nd.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be very difficult.
And he also needs to be arraigned. This is his first appearance.
In the revocation?
I mean, I can probably be, I have to be here on another case next Wednesday. I know that's quick, but I could do it then, or have a jury trial with Judge Laser. I don't know if he'd be willing to hear it. It shouldn't take long, be a quick revocation hearing.
Well,
Or if Division 3 is willing, we could hear it over there.
well, Division 3 transferred it to Division 4. I don't
They
know.
did the new case, Judge, yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to set the, what do you have on Wednesday?
I'll be in Marion County, Your Honor, on criminal cases.
We have January 2nd. We'll be here on another case if the defendant is willing to waive 2 days of,
Well,
for this speedy trial, but
If you want, it's 2 days, you might as well have it on the 17th.
I can't hear you, Ben, you're gonna speak up.
it's going to take a waiver of the 60-day requirement to set us up on that. So I'm going to, I'm going to set it down for next Wednesday afternoon. You need to get an application filed for the Public Defender's Office, and because we need to get counsel appointed for you, and then we're going to set the revocation hearing down to take place next Wednesday, which is,
The 20th,
is that,
I believe that's right,
yes, sir.
November 20th.
okay, November 20th.
Can we
What
do
time,
1:30, Judge?
1:30?
Here, and we'll set it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully you can get court in Marion County done that morning. 2018-270, State of Arkansas versus Jeffrey Long. This is bond forfeiture. Obviously, he's back incarcerated as of November 2nd. Anybody here representing First Arkansas? I think that's all we had said. But let's see where we are on his case.
Judge, I think we need to get back on a scheduling order.
It's a 2018 case, so.
It is, Judge. It looks like his first FTA was in August, and then the warrant was officially issued in November, according to my notes.
Well, the court is going to set this matter at the first available date for, we're setting it for January 6th.
Your Honor, can I
We
get
can
my bond rate set? I turned myself in on this matter. I missed my court dates because Taney County matters, which I got taken care of. I wasn't trying to flee from justice. I just had got some stuff taken care of, and long story short, I turned myself in November 2nd. I want to get this taken care of, but if I could get my bond reset, Linda said she would do it.
Well, court would advise you, the court's not, when we've had an alias warrant issued and had to refile this, we missed a court date on this. Looking back over the history of this. No, at this time, I don't intend to set a bond. This matter is a very old case. You had missed court appearances in 2008, multiple times in 2018, and also in 2019. So we're just going to take this to trial. It'll be set for reappearance on January 2nd here in this courtroom, and then we'll have trial during the week of January 6th.
Judge, is it a January 6th reappearance?
No, it's
January 2nd.
January 2nd.
Okay.
You said that we were going to be...
Well, we're here on a special matter. I didn't think it was regular court day. We're here on a special hearing for Mitchell Williams on the 2nd.
Well, I don't
think we have any January trials set. I think everything's been going.
Is that something on my docket?
Yes, sir,
Mitchell
on the
one?
2nd, yeah.
Well, we're going to have a court reporter here. I don't see any reason to have the court reporter have to come 2 different days. Judge Putman has court on the 3rd of January. My intention is that we'll be here on January 2nd on this case to give a last-minute pre-trial, any issues that have to be addressed before we go to trial the week of January 6th.
Judge, what time on the 2nd?
Well, I don't remember what this is about.
What's the other one that you have?
It's Mitchell Williams, but I can't.
I mean, I can adjust to your schedule. I'm going to put it down for 10 o'clock, but we can adjust to the, if you need it delayed till later.
Oh. How long do you think that'll take?
A couple hours.
So noon? Or
I'll be here all day. I can come whenever.
Mitchell Williams is set for 10 a.m. that day. It's a motion hearing.
So maybe 9:30, or you can get out, or you want to do it later? 1:30.
9:30. 9:30, Your Honor.
All right. We'll put it at 9:30 then.
Fall is here, and Harness Boots and Shoes has the most popular brands and styles of footwear available. You'll find a huge selection of Western boots for men, women, and children, including brands such as Tony Lama, Dan Post, Double H, Ariat, Justin, and Twisted X. Looking for a good quality insulated or work boot? Try on a pair of Irish Setter, Rocky, Danner, Red Wing, or Georgia boots. And to keep your feet dry on rainy days, try on a pair of waterproof boots from Rocky or Dry Shot. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
2019-282, State of Arkansas versus Charles Rogers.
Evan Williams, what do you want to do with him?
I think you need to screen it for record.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
I thought you said it.
This is a final hearing date on this matter. The trial is set for February 20th.
February 10th.
That's what I had, Your Honor.
Excuse me, I misread it. It's February 10th. Thank you. Any matters to be taken up today?
No, Your Honor.
No, sir.
All right. Any issues of discovery?
None, Your Honor.
All right. So the matter is on for trial the week of February 10th. Do we need another hearing date set in early February?
I don't believe we do, Your Honor. However, in looking at the last order of continuance, it appears that there was another appearance date set for February 7th. I didn't know if the court wanted to keep that.
We'll just put February 7th down then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You may be excused. You may be excused. 2019-426, State of Arkansas versus Wesley Tilton. This is down for plea and arraignment on a charge of theft by receiving. Mr. Tilton, have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
Not for this case. When I was at my 8.1, Kurt Patrick told me I didn't have to fill out another public defender form.
He has the public defender appointed in 19-412.
Well, you do need to fill out another public defender form. There has to be a application. You can put multiple requests on one form, but the form has to list the various cases. So, court's going to direct that you fill out a new application form for this. Let me see what. In any case, you're for arraignment on a charge of theft by receiving involving a debit or credit card. It's a Class D felony. On that charge, how do you now plead?
Not guilty.
That plea of not guilty is noted of record. We are sitting this case for trial the week of March 9th. Reappearance is March 6th. We'll go to,
That matches the other case, Judge.
that's the same as
Yes,
on the
sir.
other. So all you have to do at this point, Mr. Tilton, is fill out an application for the Public Defender's Office and send it, turn it in so it'll get over to the Public Defender's Office and get the Public Defender appointed on this case as well. Your trial, as I say, your trials in both cases are set for the week of March 9th, and your reappearance in both cases is March 6th of 2020. Let me see what. Anything else to come before the court?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there anybody that could request a bond reduction for both the other case and this one? The one I got right now for this case is set at 1,000 cash only. Was wondering if I could get that cash or surety.
And Judge, I expect there's going to be some revocations and some Division III cases coming.
Right now, my parole officer lifted my white warrant, so I'm just trying to get a reduction in bond by chance.
All right, I'm listening to you. I'm looking up some facts. I'm not going to do it until I see what the facts are. So just a minute.
Sure.
Had you made the $15,000 bond on 2019-412?
Not yet, Your Honor.
So that there's a $15,000 bond and then there's a $1,000 cash only bond. Is that what the situation is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can I give you an affidavit in a case? Would that help?
Well, I'm reading it. That's fine. What's the position of the state on bond in this matter?
Judge, the state would object to any reduction in bond, given the nature of the charges and the seriousness level, especially in the 19-412 case, the fact that the defendant was on parole and was actively associating with other felons, and it looks like a pretty decent drug ring might be a little bit strong, but I think it's appropriate under the circumstances. And then in addition, on that same date that the drug charges were found, he was found in possession of a stolen wallet with stolen credit cards that had been missing for a month, belonging to an elderly man that went missing out of Walmart. I mean, the wallet, not the man. But in any case, the state believes that there's an issue of continuing criminal activity while under supervision and that the bond needs to remain in place.
Well, having reviewed the affidavits in both cases, the court finds the bonds are reasonable and appropriate and necessary to ensure the defendant's appearance in court, and also to assure that there isn't any additional ongoing criminal activity. So for those two reasons, the court is approving the bond as it exists at this point. Mr. Tilton, you need to make your application for the Public Defender's Office, and then on that second case, and then talk to your attorney about your situation from here on out.
Fall is here, and Harness Boots and Shoes has the most popular brands and styles of footwear available. You'll find a huge selection of Western boots for men, women, and children, including brands such as Tony Lama, Dan Post, Double H, Ariat, Justin, and Twisted X. Looking for a good quality insulated or work boot? Try on a pair of Irish Setter, Rocky, Danner, Red Wing, or Georgia boots. And to keep your feet dry on rainy days, try on a pair of waterproof boots from Rocky or Dry Shot. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
Stop in at White Oak Station on Capps Road in Harrison and fill up with Shell gasoline, the highest quality gasoline with more miles per gallon, saving you money. Sign up for the Fuel Rewards card and save 5 cents per gallon every time. Plus, get an extra 5 cents off on Razorback Wednesdays. That's a savings of 10 cents per gallon. Check out their expanded deli and hot and cold food items. Capps Road, White Oak Station, where customer service is their #1 goal.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Hamilton Berger takes on MeTV's #1 attorney, Perry Mason.
Any objection, Mr. Berger? I object. Objection. I object. Overruled.
Will Hamilton Berger ever beat Perry Mason?
Don't bet on it.
2016-326, 2019-413, State of Arkansas versus Evan Williams.
Judge, we'd waive the 60-day requirement for the revocation hearing in CR 16-326, and there's no action to be taken in CR 19-413. I spoke with the state in this matter, and I'm going to get over and see Mr. Williams. Like, we can have a resolution fairly fast with this case.
So he's been arraigned in case 2019-413, and the case is set for trial with a March 9th trial week and reappearance on March 6th. And you're asking for a waiver, you're making a waiver of the 60-day requirement and asking a setting. So I set it down for the March 6th date.
Judge, if we could set it in January or February, I think this case will be resolved by then.
Okay. I'll set it on the January 17th date.
And can we have him come back on both cases then?
Yes. He's to reappear on both cases on January 17th. And the revocation case is set for hearing that date.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Williams, you may be excused.
Your Honor, is there any way I can get a bond?
Well, let me look at the situation.
Judge, this is a co-defendant to the last case, so the drug case facts will be the same.
I see.
Additionally, Mr. Williams had just very recently gotten out of RCF when he engaged in this new criminal activity. I think he's got a substantial drug problem, and he is likely to reoffend if he's released. May we approach briefly?
Yeah. Look at the bond. At this point, the court's going to leave the bond as set.
Yes, sir.
There's no bond in the revocation case, and the bond on the other case is $15,000 cash or professional. So you may be excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court's calling 2019-421, State of Arkansas versus Darian Britton.
Judge, there's no action to be taken in either of these matters.
Okay, let me look, get up to speed on it.
She's already pledged. She's just waiting on sentencing, but I don't know the date.
All right. You want to set this for February then?
In both cases, the defendant has been arraigned. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Britton, your cases are set, one the week of February 10th of 2020 with a reappearance on February 7th. The other one during the week of March 9th with a reappearance on March 6th. You've got court-appointed counsel, Mr. Burnett, and that's where you've got bonds set at $3,500 in one and $2,500 in the other. That'd be a total of $6,000 bond, cash or professional.
Judge, I think she needs to be arraigned in 19-421. I don't show it in my file that she's been arraigned.
Yeah. I saw that she had been.
And she might have been. We might just be missing some notes.
Thank you for pointing it out. Yes, the file indicates that she was arraigned in front of Judge Putman and a plea of not guilty entered, and then he transferred the case to the Division 4 dock.
Okay, thank you. And Judge, if we could have her reappear in these matters on the February date, I think we'll have this taken care of.
Pardon?
If we could get a reappearance for the February date, and for both cases, I think this matter will be taken care of.
I'll put them down to appear in both cases on February 7th.
Thank you.
You may be excused.
Is there any way I can get a bond reduction?
No, not at this point. I'm not reducing the bond. You may be excused.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Hi, I'm Tara Wilmot, and as a Health Mart pharmacist, I have a crucial commitment to our community because just like you, I support our community. All Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned, just like our Health Mart here in Harrison. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Fall is the time to worm your cattle, and a simple, easy way is by feeding them Safeguard cubes to control internal parasites. No stress on your herd, and convenient and safe. And with calving season just around the corner, Quality Feed Grains has all the supplies you need, including milk replacer, bottles, electrolytes, and much more. Quality Feed Grains, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison. Fall is here, and Harness Boots and Shoes has the most popular brands and styles of footwear available. You'll find a huge selection of Western boots for men, women, and children, including brands such as Tony Lama, Dan Post, Double H, Ariat, Justin, and Twisted X. Looking for a good quality insulated or work boot? Try on a pair of Irish Setter, Rocky, Danner, Red Wing, or Georgia boots. And to keep your feet dry on rainy days, try on a pair of waterproof boots from Rocky or Dry Shot. Harness Boots and Shoes on the west side of the square in beautiful downtown Harrison.
2018-72, State of Arkansas versus Lauren Cofield.
What do you show that she was picked up on that alias? Okay.
And looks like she has new charges.
The warrant was returned on November 13th. That's what I show.
And Judge, I've been newly appointed to this case. This was Mr. Dennis's, and I believe there's an FTA in this matter. I haven't had an opportunity to meet with her. If the 60 days haven't been previously waived, what I'm guessing they have, we would waive them at this point and set her for a hearing.
On her first judicial, or her record of first appearance.
And she was put down for hearing on December 6th. That's the date that this court is not holding court.
Okay.
So we need to...
we could set her for the January or February date.
So you're waiving the 60-day requirement?
Judge, we are.
I'll set it down for a revocation hearing on January 17th.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Cofield, you may be excused.
Your Honor,
Yes?
my mom may be present in the courtroom. I have discharge and admittance papers for a psychiatric ward that I was in during court. I don't know if she's there, if she'll be currently present this afternoon.
It's 11-3, but she FTA'd 11-1. I don't know when she went in though. Saturday. Judge, we'll look into this matter with the, I'll look into this with the state.
Okay. All right, you may be excused.
And may I get a bond?
No, I'm not going to set a bond in this matter. There's a listed here, history here of prior failures to appear, so court considers you a flight risk. So.
I haven't missed any court dates. I've been at every court date except this last one.
Well, you've missed a lot of reporting dates to your probation officer. So the court considers you a flight risk. So talk to your attorney. You may be excused. All right, court will call 2018-95, State of Arkansas versus Amber Wiersgag. Ma'am, have you you've not made application to the public defender's office or not hired private counsel?
Judge, she's made application, it's up there.
She has?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see. I was going by the markings on here, I'm sorry. Court's excuse me, making the appointment of the public defender's office to represent the defendant. This is for arraignment on the allegations contained in the petition. The petition was filed October 7th, 2019. It alleges that the defendant was guilty of violating the terms and conditions of her probationary sentence by associating with convicted felons. She failed to report to her supervising officer. That was way back in May of 2019. The association dates from September of 2019. She no longer, in September, it was discovered she was no longer living at her listed address and had not informed her supervising officer. It It's alleged that she traveled out of state without permission of her supervising officer. And finally, she was avoiding all contact with ACC, and her whereabouts were unknown as of September 24th, 2019. Those are the allegations contained in the petition. On those allegations, how does she now plead?
Not true.
Plea of not true is noted on the record.
Judge, this is a Division III case.
All right. Court will set this matter down. It's going to set this matter down for hearing on November 22nd.
Mayor,
Pardon?
Mayor, may I speak?
Yes.
Is there, am I able to get a bond?
No, I'm not going to approve a bond on this. This matter, as I say, involves a numerous or several aspects of non-compliance and non-appearance with regard to your probation officer. Therefore, I consider you a flight risk at this point. You can take that matter up with Judge Putman through your attorney with Judge Putman. You may be excused.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.